Father said in his words that the only begotten daughter, the one who will become the mother, must come from a Christian background spanning 3 generations during the March 1st independence movement in 1919. Grandma Jo Wonmo, my maternal grandmother, carried her proxy mother, Hong Suni, on her back and shouted, "Long live Korean independence." Then, in 1943, I was born, and in 1945, Korea gained independence. Even at that time, Grandma Jo Wonmo carried her granddaughter, myself, on her back and shouted, "Long live Korean independence." Isn't that a bit special? It's a family prepared by heaven. My Han father was a sincere believer of the New Jesus Church. He followed pastors such as Pastor Lee Young-do and Pastor Lee Ho-bin and practiced his faith together with Grandma Hong Suni. During his student days, he received revelations that when a daughter is born after marriage with those 2 pastors, a son who will be greatly used by heaven will be born. That was the message he received, and a daughter was born instead.
Grandpa Hung-il was tall and handsome. The first time I saw Father, I noticed that he resembled Grandpa Hung in appearance and demeanor, so I didn't find him unfamiliar or frightening. I remember that during that time he was so modern-minded that he bought high heels for his daughter-in-law. Grandma Jo Wonmo was small, pretty diligent and active. Although she didn't study much, she was a devoted woman and ran a sewing shop.
She sold sewing machines, and when they broke down, she would repair them herself.
Grandma Jo Wonmo and great mother Hong Soon dedicated their entire lives preparing for and practicing faith to welcome the Lord who will return. They never compromised with the world, and instead of a superficial family life, they devoted themselves entirely to serving heaven and preparing to welcome the Lord.
Because of this, Grandma was rarely at home due to her devout faith. During my childhood, I mostly stayed with my maternal grandmother, and through her, I naturally and instinctively accepted faith. Grandma seemed to know heaven's divine plan for me, and she put great effort into ensuring that I would grow up pure, untouched by the world, and become a precious daughter who could be used by heaven. She always told me, "Your father is God the Father." That is the only thing I remember. She said God the Father is your father, because she told me that whenever I thought of Father, I never thought of my biological father, but always of Heaven's Father. Thinking of God, I always felt a warm, comforting feeling. Although I grew up in an environment that others might find difficult to understand externally, I had no particular complaints or grievances. I always felt as if something warm was wrapping around me, and lived with a relaxed and peaceful heart.